Pardon me, sir, but what are you looking at?
I wanted to make a video real quick to address the mistake homeowners make hiring a roofer who did not get in the attic. When a roofer gets in the attic, there are several building codes that we are there to check. We're not just looking for rotted, molded wood. We're looking for things like you can see behind me that do not meet building code, that must be known before we show up and tear your roof off, so that we can have all the plywood and OSB, whatever new decking you need on site to go ahead and start getting things taken care of. But you're looking at building codes R503.2.1, which has to do with that little silver thing you see right there. But they're not everywhere in this attic. We got one missing right here. So we have a problem. You can't really just put those H-shaped clips in whenever you want. They have to go in on top of the board, and you slide your next board in on top of the 4 clips you just put in. Then you put 4 clips on the top of that new board, and you put your next board down. It keeps all the boards from bowing into what the code book calls deflecting in between the rafters. It's a very good thing to have, very important, especially in our tornado regions here in East Tennessee. Next code we're going to be checking out is going to be R503.2.1.1, which is something I kind of mentioned a minute ago, deflection. How much is the decking allowed to curve between each rafter? Then we're going to be looking at R802.1.5.4, which is the giant code violation I saw here that got me excited as a contractor, because that has to do with the labeling required by IRC code and APA standards for the wood manufacturer to have stamps that tell us how strong this wood is, how much weight can this wood hold, what chemicals are on this wood to protect it against moisture and to slow down how it lights on fire if the house were to light on fire. They're kind of important codes to have. And since they're not here, well, we're going to have to quote all new wood for this roof. The other things we're going to check in the roof have to do with ventilation, which apply to how long your roof is going to last if you're slowly baking the wood in your attic every single day, and can also cost you money if the insulation in your attic ceiling is not sufficient and it gets lower over time, and it's gotten low enough. The high temperature in your attic, because the roofer did not do your ventilation to meet code R806.2, then your roof is going to last a short amount of time. Your electric bills are going to be higher. Your roof wood's going to be slowly baking and becoming really brittle. All of these things are really bad, and they're going to hurt your wallet. They're going to increase your cost of homeownership. Is that really what you want? By hiring a roofer who does not get in your attic to check for these things, or even a roofer who doesn't even know to look for these things. And the last code I'm going to share that we check when we're in the attic is R806.3, which deals with the insulation that comes down here near the hard to reach points in the attic. And it's not at all uncommon when someone does their own insulation after the home's several years old, or if they pay someone else to do the insulation, that they forget to put baffles against the deck to help protect those vents down there with the fresh air coming in that we really like to have. It keeps them from getting blocked off by insulation. If they get blocked off by insulation, they don't work. If they don't work, it gets really hot in the attic, like in this attic, where they have fresh air intake vents, but they also have a gable end vent on both sides of the attic, and they also have ridge vents cut into the highest point in the roof. So this roof is not going to last very long. It's very, very hot in this attic, and all because the roofer did a no-no and left these things open, and the fresh air intakes and the ridge vents for exhaust. So the air in here is super, super confused, instead of fresh air coming in low down by the gutter and all the hot air and extra moisture going out the top at the ridge, as it should be. Hope this video added some value to your day. Please feel free to like it and share it and comment if you've got questions. We'll be happy to hear from you and talk to you soon.